In the 21st century, one nation rose faster than any empire before it. China transformed itself into an economic giant that reshaped the modern world. In just a few decades, small towns became futuristic megacities. Millions escaped poverty as industries expanded at breathtaking speed. Factories across the country powered the products used by billions worldwide. Chinese exports flooded global markets and connected economies like never before. Trade routes stretched across oceans, turning China into the center of manufacturing. From electronics to machinery, the label "Made in China" became unavoidable. Massive infrastructure projects showcased the nation's engineering ambition. Highways, railways, and cities connected millions with astonishing efficiency. China built faster, larger, and more aggressively than almost any nation in history. The Belt and Road Initiative expanded Beijing's influence far beyond its borders. Financial markets began recognizing China as a rising global superpower. Technology and digital innovation accelerated the country's economic momentum. World leaders increasingly viewed China as a dominant force of the future. But behind the dazzling skyline, hidden cracks were slowly forming. Entire districts stood empty, filled with buildings nobody lived in. Debt levels quietly climbed higher year after year. Economic growth remained strong on the surface, but pressure was building underneath. And the deeper experts looked, the more concerning the signs became. China's property sector had become one of the biggest pillars of its economy. But endless construction created dangerous levels of oversupply. Developers borrowed massive amounts of money to keep expansion alive. The real estate bubble continued growing larger and more fragile. When confidence weakened, financial markets reacted immediately. Local governments and companies struggled under mountains of debt. And because every sector was connected, one failure threatened many others. At the same time, another challenge was quietly emerging. China's workforce was beginning to shrink. For decades, population growth fueled economic expansion. Now birth rates were falling to historic lows. The country faced the reality of a rapidly aging population. Healthcare systems and pensions faced growing pressure. The balance between young workers and retirees was changing dramatically. Many young families delayed having children because of rising costs. Housing, education, and daily living became increasingly expensive. A slowdown in China would not affect China alone. The entire global economy had become deeply connected to its growth. As exports weakened, factories and industries began feeling the pressure. The image of unstoppable growth suddenly appeared far less certain. Global investors started questioning the future of China's economy. Financial uncertainty spread across international markets. Trade flows slowed as demand weakened around the world. Because when a superpower slows down, the entire system feels the impact. Many nations began searching for alternatives to reduce dependence on China. Chinese leaders responded with urgent economic strategies. Stimulus packages and financial reforms aimed to restore stability. But rebuilding confidence would not happen overnight. To secure its future, China accelerated investment in technology and innovation. Automation and artificial intelligence became part of the next economic transition. History has shown that powerful nations often reinvent themselves during crisis. But the question remained, could China adapt quickly enough? The balance of global power was beginning to shift once again. Countries around the world prepared for a new economic era. Some believed China would recover stronger than before. Others warned that the hidden weaknesses were too serious to ignore. For ordinary people, the future remained uncertain but deeply important. The rise and fall of superpowers has shaped human history for centuries. And China may now be entering one of the most critical moments in its modern story. Because every empire, no matter how powerful, eventually faces its greatest test. Fire if you're enjoying our content and want more powerful stories about the rise and fall of global superpowers, then don't forget to support the channel. Thumbs up sign like this video. Speech balloon share your thoughts in the comments. Loudspeaker share this video with your friends. bell, and most importantly, hit the bell icon and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our next episode. Your support motivates us to create more cinematic AI-powered documentaries and historical stories for you. Stay tuned, because the next Empire's story is coming soon. Globe showing Europe-Africa high voltage sign.